Yeah, so when you were growing up, it was just a normal childhood, a beautiful childhood.
Um, I wouldn't say it was really that beautiful because, you see, many years ago, one thing I would really say was very good those days is that we used to get cousins from Cumberland. Others would also come from Nyeri. Others would come from Embu because we also have relatives that are in Embu.
Yeah.
And they would come home, we'd stay with them, we go to the farm together, and we would work, do so many things together. So there was that bonding between cousins,
Right.
and between the relatives. And then a child was brought up by different people. So, but then when I was growing up, unfortunately for me, I'm first born in a family of 7. I was really pushed down. I used to be meant to feel, I was not as confident as I am today. I was really pushed down. I was pressed down, and I was meant to feel that I was so foolish and so stupid. So that affected my self-esteem. And my cousins would call me all kinds of names because I was a quiet girl, not also sure of herself. And everybody would be like, you are such a lazy girl, you are such a fool. So that, okay, of course, also made me feel like I was not going to perform in school. And indeed, I didn't. I used to score, say, from class 1 all through to class 4. I used to be number 2nd from last. I know you understand what you mean.
Yes.
And
second from the other side.
Yeah, 2nd from down here.
Yes.
So that also really affected me because, unfortunately, also my mom was, I wouldn't say she was, not I wouldn't say she was semi-literate, but someone, she would teach us in Kikuyu, because those days, of course, we used to learn languages, the local languages. So she would teach us in Kikuyu, and then she would teach me and my sister math. So my immediate follower was very good in math. So anytime my mom would ask me, my second name is Betty, Betty, what is 2 plus 2? I don't know why, even up to today, I love the number 3. I think it's because it's a Trinity number.
Yes.
And any question she would ask me, what is 1 plus 1? 3. What is 3 plus 3? 3. What is 4 plus 4? 3. What is 2 plus 1? 3. And I would really get smacked. And those days, I don't know why parents really used to smack their children.
Yeah.
And I think they used to think that when you beat your child,
they
of course,
get
that was
clever.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the belief then. So I would just get a grip of fear. And my mind would just go off, and I would just blank out. I wouldn't remember anything. And then here, my sister, I would just see her doing her fingers like this, and then she would get the answer. So I didn't understand the magic
like
that
how?
she was using.
Yeah.
And I think after some time, my grandmother, who was living with us, is one who convinced my dad that the environment in which I was living was not so good. And she felt bad because I was named after her. And you see, of course, those days, you know how
there were favoritisms.
Yes, yeah. So
I know that story.
So my grandmother talked to my dad, and my dad accepted because he was working away from home. So us would, of course, always go to the shamba, would go to the river. So we grew up knowing that, of course, we were supposed to be very responsible, going to the shamba, fetching firewood, going to the river. And then we would divide duties. Either my sister would go to pick firewood, I would go to the river. There are times we would go together to the river to clean clothes and, of course, fetch water.
Yeah.
So that made us become very responsible. Even cooking, even I think when I was in class 4, I would know how to cook githeri.
Wow.
And then we'd also clean the home, make sure that it was swept. And my mom was such, and up to today, is still such a disciplinarian. She would never stand anybody not working. She would wake us up in the morning before going to school. We would go to the shamba at 6 a.m. As long as there was light.
You would go out?
Yes, we'd go to the farm, either harvesting maize or beans or potatoes. And from that time, we became very responsible.